Well, hello there, my friends. Today we're going to be playing with the glorious Hungarian army. Now, I believe we are all the way on the right side, so this will be sort of a new start for me. But we're going to be taking a look at some of the more interesting units here. Number one, we've got the Toldi 1 sort of armored vehicle. These things are really, really good for recon, and obviously, in this game, recon is quite important. Let's get a few more there. So I'm going to grab those. We also have a bevy, and I mean a bevy of different infantry. Personally, I like the infantry with the grenade, the HUNGARY here, the heat shells. I'm not sure if it can actually take out a tank. It looks like there's no penetration or anything there. Let's just hope that it works out. So we'll get 2 of these here, 2 of the HUNGARY here, 2 of the HUNGARY over here. And one thing we have, no small shortage here, as the Hungarians, is a bunch of tanks. And I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not, because these tanks are not, high-quality tanks. They're not extremely expensive. They're pretty inexpensive. But, obviously, if you've got a lot of these, maybe, just maybe, you can cause some damage to the enemy. So I want to see kind of where I want to go first. And I'm thinking, obviously, I want to push over there. I'm going to have these guys move fast only in this situation. I don't want to select everybody. Let's get them to move fast all the way over here, sort of behind those woods. Hopefully that'll be sufficient to push. And I'm going to do the same thing with these guys. I'm going to have them move fast over here. I hate that there's no, real cities near us or, buildings or anything that we can use. There are some close by here, but I'm not sure I want to stop there. I want to keep on going. We'll grab another Turan tank right here. We're just going to have this guy shoot right up the middle. We always have the issue of the enemy trying to attack us from the middle, so let's just grab these guys and go ahead and push right up there. Also, some anti-tank. This always comes in handy, and we've got some Jagdpanthers. This is quite a nice little tank here. Go ahead and move them forward, and this other one, I'm going to have him quick move with the rest of the group, but I'll kind of keep him back just in case the enemy tries anything squirrely. Let's grab a few more Tudans, actually. We're really going crazy with tanks, I know. But I think it's worth it. And we'll have them move fast right here. One thing that's really important is getting a recon unit there in time. But I'm going to trust that these guys can do it. Take another tank, or another anti-tank. And after this, we probably want to go for artillery. We also have some really, really expensive and good arty. But right now, we're going to have to kind of go with the cheaper stuff. Let's get some anti-air. It's a little too expensive. Let's get a Junkers 88. And I'm hoping this works out, boys. Of course, we will come back when the battle begins. For any of you guys watching, thank you so much for following the channel. Make sure to hit that like button. Drop a little comment down below. Make sure also to join me on my Twitch channel, guys. Easy follow. Just click the link and you'll be there in a second. Okay, it has begun. It says troop morale is good, but of course it's good. The battle has just started. We're just taking off here, and I'm thinking that I might take some of these infantry units and drop them off a bit early to pretty much mass in those buildings. Not sure if it's worth it. You can see our allies also pushing up really, really quickly, but they've left me with all of this area while everybody else just has their own little space to take. So I don't know if I'm going to come out of this very well, but we're certainly going to try our best. With the HUNGARY, I'd like to unload at the position maybe over here. We don't know what we're going to encounter, so we probably want to unload early. With the Toldis, of course, we want to get up there quickly and efficiently, try and do some damage to the enemy. Just waiting for some more points, man. No contact yet, but I like to see that we've got some Germans assisting us here. I think we might be the only guys playing as the Hungarians, and there could be a reason for that, but let's not be too quick to judge. These guys might end up being a pretty cool group to play as. Okay, this is where we probably need to go ahead and unload with the AT guns. Here we go. Just going to go ahead and call a hunt. Do the same with the Toldi here. I'm going to go ahead and call a hunt. One of these guys is lagging our game. It's not me. Look at that ping, baby. I'm doing well. Keep moving the Turan forward. Alright, this is where we want to be very careful. Looks like some of our guys have already been engaged, so I'm going to go ahead. I definitely want to take that gun out. good move by the enemy to do that, and we'll keep on advancing, of course. I'll even bring in the Junkers 88 to try and take out whatever unit is there. I think it's another anti-tank gun, so we definitely want to bring in the Junkers, see if he can't stop that problem before it becomes a serious one. It kind of already is. Come on, boys, open up on that damn gun. M42. Enemies pop some smoke here, guys. Still getting some nice hits, and objective is secured. I'm going to keep pushing forward here, but I'm going to take these guys through the actual woods. Another thing we want to do is go ahead and get some support. I'd love to get this gun. It's a nice artillery piece. And of course, we could probably use some more infantry here on the right side. Maybe the Hujaroks. I guess we're coming in here, so what would the battle be without this area? Tanks. So we'll also bring in some tanks here. Some Doldis. These are really, really cheap. Bring in those. What a laggo host. Yes, the host is lagging quite a bit here. The enemy's got a lot of anti-tank weaponry here. They're doing quite a good job. So we could definitely use that artillery to sort of try to bomb them out of the area. I might actually bring that artillery over here. We've got some actual infantry that we can probably drop on the battlefield, so I'll drop them here. And I'll drop these guys here, hopefully to counteract what the enemy's got there. They've got Maxim machine guns. They've got these Kaj, not sure exactly what they are, but I definitely want to bring in like something like a howitzer. A lot of our units are pinned down. He's saying it's 3 players. Not bad ping for a host. I don't know. The important thing is we're still not winning. That's definitely a problem. And actually, I'm thinking maybe we need to unload this gun back here. I'm going to unload it back here just to be safe. No line of sight. Let's try to get out here in the open. And again, with the Hujarok, probably just drop them somewhere where they could actually face the enemy. This might be pushing it a bit. I'm going to unload these guys early. And it looks like our allies have set up some anti-tank guns. Great move by the allies. Speaking of anti-tank guns, I think I could actually get these guys, the Nehezhubshka, and they're infantry units with some anti-tank rifles. So maybe we can push them over here in the woods, where it seems like the enemy's actually doing a good job pushing us back. We'll also bring in a Doldi over here. It's going to take a while to get in, but for now, let those motorcycles ride to combat for Hungary. I definitely want to drop the Hujaroks here. We might be able to actually take this area. It's a small area, but we'll see what happens. So far, we're pushing the Soviets back. Incredibly, I'm going to unload him right there. In fact, we should have unloaded a little earlier. I'm going to try to hit that M42, guys. So let's see how effective this artillery is. It's already probably going to hit us, but we'll try to assist our friend in taking this location. As you can see, we've already got enemies pushing up, so maybe some support weapons are in orders. In order. We'll bring in some Langshorks, and I think we can also bring in another Toldi. You can never have too many Toldis on the battlefield, am I right? Not a bad little tank. I mean, it's not very good, but as long as there's a lot of them, you know, they can certainly put the hurt on the enemy. Oh boy. I think that anti-tank gun is the most dangerous thing, but then again, if we could fire at the enemy infantry, we could really help our boys out. Come on, men. Load up. Could switch to smoke at some point, but we're not going to do that right now. We're pretty much in the grips of a major battle. Love to get some air support at the moment, but obviously that's going to be tough. And again, still a lot of enemy anti-tank here. We do have some pinned down. Trying to take those out is going to be an important task, without a doubt, to be able to win this battle. That's why I really want that artillery to start firing at that position. Oh, look at that. The Zheshubska already starting to fight some people. Try to unload our boys there. These guys we're going to unload right there. And these are just anti-tank troops, so we better hope that they send some armor down this road. If not, we kind of sent them here for no reason. We'll bring in the Bereshkovsk to take on their infantry. And I'm not sure we have enough at the moment. We'll have to find out. Alright, we got him pinned down, so we must be doing something right. See how right now we are on the minor defeat wagon, so we really do have to keep on pushing the enemy back. So far, no points. We're still waiting for some more points here. We're going to fire at that unit in the woods. Nice! Our men have a direct line of sight at him. Get rid of the enemy. Good work, boys. Definitely want to get some infantry there in the woods. But something perhaps that we can use to actually hit enemy tanks like that. Send some Hujaroks in here into the actual forest. And if I can get any more cheap units to get into the forest, I will. I think we have someone here for 15, I told you. Let's bring it in. We might not want to push all the way. It looks like our allies helping us do that, but maybe it's wiser to try and set up the units over here in the woods. Better be careful. The enemy's getting very close here. With the Berezovsk, I'm going to try and unload one right there. It'd be nice to get some anti-tank in here, so let's bring in 2 of these. If we could set up in that location, I think we're going to get a lot of hits. The question is, can we actually hold that location for a long enough time to make that happen? We'll see. That's what we're here for. Try to get into one of these buildings and assist with the enemy here. Alright, artillery's still good. Let's keep firing. It's a bit of a distance. Still got those AT guns coming in. That's what I have the most hope for. As you can see, we're already hitting that tank. He's dead. Also, no thanks to our, or thanks, I should say, to our ally here with the awesome anti-tank weapons. So let's see what we can do. We're going to unload at position right there so we don't get blown up by the other tank. Do the same with these units, and as soon as we can take the enemy out in that area, we'll try to actually advance. In fact, look at that. They already hit us. Wow, we can't even get around. I'm just going to keep the Doldy right there and try and fire on that position. So we'll actually unload one of our anti-tanks right about there. And we'll unload the other anti-tank right about there. At least our boys are engaging along with our allies. But it's going to take a lot more than that, for sure. Alright, we're going to bring over some Hujaric, try and take position in the town, because the enemy's getting awfully close. If we could also get that, what is it called, this guy, the Neje Hupshka, to try and get some lucky hits on the enemy tanks, that would be a good idea. I'm going to advance here, push forward with this unit and try and take that position, because right now we are on a minor defeat, although it's going to take us an hour, guys, to get a minor defeat. This is clearly a bit of a longer game. Alright. I'm actually going to try and help the ally here. Bring in 3 Turans. Hopefully they can make a big difference. Look at that. Looks like our ally's making a push with infantry. We should definitely try to get some air cover to assist him, because this is not going to be easy. You still can't see them. I'm going to bring that anti-tank down a little closer here. Do what you gotta do, boys. I think they're gonna try to fire at the tank. And what we'll do here, guys, is get the anti-tank. First of all, this is the problem. The enemy pushing over here. So I'm hoping, really hoping, that we can get some Nehezhubshkas in the position quickly. And we'll bring in some more Doldi tanks. So bring in some more infantry over here. Let's see if we can help their guys in the west, just to like further increase our victory, our points. I'm going to go ahead and push one of our infantries over there. Because maybe if we can overwhelm one area, we don't have to worry about these other areas. Just need to beat the enemy in one place. Oh no, 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 no. Yeah, that's a problem. Thankfully our allies got some actual scouts here. And I'm going to try and knock out those units, although I think it's going to be pretty hard with this particular plane. It's just got a machine gun on it. Oh, enemy's got some Katyushas hitting our friend here. That's definitely going to be problematic. Alright, there we go. We've got an enemy Maxim gun. This is where I think we really need to bring in some more artillery. And preferably something really powerful like the 331 here. That's why I kind of want to wait just a bit. But we could bring in the 37. It's still very powerful. I think I wait. Could also potentially bring in a Junkers. You know what? This is actually a Junkers bomber. We could use that against the Maxim. Looks like our allies got the Maxim. Let's use it against the enemy infantry here. Especially since it's getting awfully close to our anti-tank position. Do we have any units that could push up? We do. We've got some Turans, so I'm going to use the Turans to push up here. And actually, I'll have them hunt. I've heard this is somewhat safer. Here we go. Get them. What we really need to do is push over here. So let's see if we have any tanks left. I don't think we have many. We'll try and push on this right side. Yeah, that's my bad. That's definitely my bad. I did not do so well on the right side there. Still a lot to learn. Now the question is here, we can fire... oh, I thought we could fire smoke with these guys. We could fire smoke with this guy. Let's see if we can defend or protect some of our men as we move across the field here. May or may not work, but I just want to defend them from that central flank. Not a flank, really, just the center. Come on now, Agrippa. Get yourself together, son. Could really use our ally pushing up right now with his infantry. Let's push up with these guys as well as the Hujarists and the Doldi. And I'll unload these guys here, try to get into the woods. We do have allied recon troops here, and we can also bring in some more infantry to just go right in the forest there. Keep an eye out for the enemy. I'll bring in some more of these. Actually, I don't really want to bring in the BMWs. I'd rather bring in another Doldi armored recon, because at least they can engage troops with that machine gun and do some damage. Look at that. That's a good sight.
Ezt a történetet az unokáidnak is mesélni fogod. Sérültünk van.
See if we can overwhelm this position with infantry, maybe? Oh boy, that's what I don't like to see. See if we can take out that anti-tank position, the bazooka. Yeah, the enemy's got the position pretty well covered, and we got to keep in mind these are actual multiplayer players. We're not playing against AI in this battle. Now we can bring in some major artillery. So let's do it, guys. It's about time anyway. Let's grab the 31. And hopefully we can really push them back here. We could even unload it pretty early on, honestly. That might not be such a wise idea. Try to help our allies by providing some recon in this area, so that they can kind of see what's going on. I don't think the enemy's going to have too many men there. I think they probably focus on other areas. And we'll do a massive push on this one, almost like a Soviet push, just to take this position. Alright, we got some enemies over there. Be nice to engage. We'll just have them stop at this point. Yeah, I think we definitely need our allies' help to crack that defense. Maybe just firing into the town proper could be a good idea. I think I'm going to unload this artillery right there. Try to bring in some more arty guys. This is all just to retake this location. Where can we help our allies? Well, oh boy, look at that. That's a nice little town there. I'm going to assist with our allies just to take that location. So obviously if we could take that town from the Soviets, it would really hurt them. Alright, let's unload about here. This is a big gun. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. Alright, aiming. We'll be firing any moment now. Nice. Could also use it to hit the Maxim. Look at those explosions, guys. Look at that. I might need to go ahead and just select a firing position. So far, we're hitting it quite well. Let's go ahead and fire. I'm going to try and hit the same area that our allies hitting there. Yes, very much so. Bet I'm going to drop a shameless plug. All right. Let's bring in the anti-tank gun. I haven't seen... I haven't been paying attention to the air much, but I haven't seen any air units that we need to be concerned about, so I'm not going to worry about those now. Alright, let's unload. Look at that, there's a tank position there. An anti-tank position. I'm going to try to hit that ZIS-76. I think we got him. Let's bring in some actual bombers to hit that position as well. Come on! Alright, that's what I like to see, boys. For support, do we have... Oh, yes, we've got this thing. The 115 T-38. I'm not familiar with it at all, but I believe we can bring it over here. We really just want to do everything we can, right, to improve our lot in this position. Let's see if the Goring can start firing too. No weapon. Oh, they're pinned. Not good, boys. Seems like our infantry is at least assisting in holding this area here. So maybe we can send in some support. For flamethrower support, which would really burn out the enemy. And no, there was no pun intended there.
ellenség a közelben.
Let's unload. Just hoping that this artillery can finally knock the enemy out. They seem to be trying to kind of target us with their own artillery. They can kind of see where we're firing from, essentially. We'll bring in some infantry as well to assist. We don't have much left, though, in terms of infantry. It doesn't end, man. This is the longest fight we've had in this game. It's intense. I'm gonna try to get these guys in the woods. At least it looks like our artillery is doing some damage here. Might as well make a push. Let's try to get the enemy focused on something else. We'll send some HUNGARY over here. Get a little bit closer to the enemy. I'm also going to bring in some anti-tank over here. So we'll put one right about there. Nice. Look at that artillery, man. That is looking great. Maybe another Junkers 88A4, and let's go ahead and send these guys into battle. Try and wipe out the Kazaki units here. Gun just has to jam as we approach, and look at that anti-air! Oh my goodness. Wow, they've got some serious anti-air going on there. Alright, we're going to push the HUNGARIs through the woods here. We'll do the same. Go ahead and unload these guys right now, or else we are going to get hit by anti-tank guns. I think our allies also trying this, so we'll push these guys through over here. Still going to take a while, and of course this gun is still pinned down. Not the best situation. No, no. Could also have brought a howitzer over here. Alright, come on. Let's make something happen, boys. See if our anti-tank arrived yet. I think we should unload it. Nice. Actually managed to unload, and hopefully we can see those other tanks from here. They certainly see us. Logic suggests we should be able to see them. And hopefully mark some kills. We'll take another anti-tank and set it up right here. If we can see them from this distance, we are assisting for sure. Come on, boys. Getting close with the infantry there as well. Well, of course, the inevitable machine gun fire from the enemy. For Hungary, boys. We can do this overwhelming fire if we can get started now. There we go. Beautiful, man. Just a direct hit with the artillery. And with my anti-tank infantry here, I think we should try to get these boys into town. We are currently kind of pinned down by the enemy, so artillery would probably help in this situation. We'll bring in 2 artillery guns to help. And I think if we can get those things firing, we can definitely destroy a nice portion of the enemy infantry. Let's get some Gesperosk. I'm totally mispronouncing these, I'm sure, so I do apologize to any Hungarian viewers. And let's unload that artillery gun as well. Hold the area, but we're still pinned down by enemy infantry or enemy artillery there, of course. Alright, let's go ahead and unload the anti-tank gun right there, because the last one got destroyed. Likely due to enemy artillery fire, though. They are all over the place at this point. If we can spot them, I'll keep the boys here. And maybe we'll bring in some support guns. I think we're out of anti-tank. I guess we could get a few more of these guys. But I don't know how useful they're going to be in this situation. Let's go ahead and get them over here. Get them into some cover. And we'll, of course, send in some recon BMW bikes. I have to say, I love, in terms of motorcycles, I have to go with BMW. I think they make the most beautiful, like, sort of vintage motorcycles. It's not if you're, like, a Harley guy, you're probably not going to like them, but definitely enjoy them. All right, we're going to load one of these 76mm here. And hopefully we can assist with taking back the town. That town is a very important location, I think, on this map. Let's unload here. With a few trees in our way. I'm not sure if that's really going to assist or help us, but we'll see. And we're going to kind of use these... it's going to be strange, but we're going to try to use these recon units as sort of frontline infantry. Get them over here. I think for now we can just use air units to support our allies. Alright. Oh, come on. We definitely want to hit the mortars. Go for the mortars. Go for the mortars. Nice. Go for the infantry. Oh, man. There's a lot of infantry approaching. And I mean a lot of infantry approaching. We've got some Hujaroks out here. Hopefully they can stop the flow. Alright, let's bring in another Junkers 87. It's got that CC 500 bomb, which I think is probably pretty effective. I mean, a 500-pound bomb. I don't think it's a 500-pound bomb. What am I talking about? Nonetheless, it looks like a pretty damn heavy bomb, so we'll be using that. And maybe bring in some more Doldies. Why not? They've helped us before. They can maybe help us again. Look at that. Enemy's got some anti-tank there. Luckily, looks like our ally managed to push him back. And our ally is pushing over here to get into town. I might assist. He's got some Tigers here, I believe. We're going to try to use this to get rid of their anti-air. Should be able to help both us and our allies if we can knock out the AA units. And they're using it against the infantry right now. Damn, man. Bring in some mortars. Try and hit the enemy maxims, why not? I think the mortars will be better used here. Looks like the enemy took back that part of the town. I mean, it's mostly destroyed, let's be honest. We still hold the majority of it, but that area is no longer under our control. And I'm sure that those tanks have a large part to play in that situation. Some air units. Can this thing take out... I wonder if either of these can take out a tank. I'm sure that at least one of them can. Let's go for it. Penetration is 0, though, so I think the chances of actually getting a kill are pretty much 0. You never know. Try to take out their recon here. That I know we can actually kill if we get a strike on it. Oh man, they are definitely spotting our arty. Just have to do as much damage as we can before they spot us. It's a very temporary sort of artillery screen. And let's do what they did with our own anti-air guns. We'll set them up here and try to use them as anti-infantry weapons. Come on, let's try to overwhelm that machine gun. That would really help us gobble up that east side. Try to get a shot there on the the anti-tank, I should say. 76.2 could be an artillery piece, actually. Wow. Wow, enemy's definitely making a push here. Look at that. They are just getting hit by all of our artillery. Incendiary shells from our anti-tank guns. They are getting bombarded, but I still don't know if we can get a win. That's the real question. Our ally pulled a miracle and took the area here. Let's see what we can do for them. Yeah, I think bringing in some 80 millimeters would really help if we can unload them in time. I'll bring in some recon as well. And maybe we can do the same over here, at least for recon. We still have some recon troops. And believe it or not, this is still a 50-point deck. You know, the Hungarian troops just, I guess you have a lot of different choices. You can really go, it's sort of quantity over quality. So I guess that can cause some problems for sure. We're still pinned down over here with the recon troops. Got to get in there with some more units. Though I think that's going to take a while. And what about air units? Let's grab another Junkers 87. They got hit pretty quickly the first time. Enemy infantry slowly moving up. Look at that, the Commissar ahead of anybody. We got a T-34 tank in the background. Things are not looking good for us. This is truly the Eastern Front. Though I like to think, I mean, I'm very much a newbie in this game. This is like my 6th game in Steel Division 2. I like to think I'm getting somewhat better. Maybe we can drop some smoke over there. Make it easier for our allies to move up. Let's do that. Let's try it. Alright, look at that. Allies getting... Oh, no, he's still getting hit. Sorry, never mind. I like to think that we have a chance. And let's send in some recon over here as well. Anything to stop the red wave coming towards us. I'll unload that gun already here. Just in case we've got any enemy units eyeing this infantry guy. Look at those Hungarian infantry. They kind of look like Soviets, actually. They actually do have, like, they have German helmets, just they're painted brown. They're essentially the same kind of helmet that the Germans have. Got to get into one of these buildings at least. I'm assuming that the rest of the players, I sure hope so anyway, are also pretty much out of units, and that we're just using what we have left to really make a difference in the game. I kind of like that in this game, if that's the case, that you can absolutely run out of units, and you kind of have to use just what you have. You don't get like an infinite number, but I'm just guessing at this point. I don't actually know if that's the case, if that's how it works. Look at that, man. That thing better be firing already. Come on. Yeah, it looks like he's already engaging the enemy. Don't feel safe bringing in any air units. They're not really doing much. Nice. The way that guy's firing the DPS HK is a little strange. I mean, it is beta, guys. Keep in mind, the game still has a long way to go. Let's unload right there. Just in time. Especially since the enemy is approaching, this is a good time to start shooting. And they've got still some planes. See if we get any more anti-air. Yeah, I definitely want to bring in those guys. Again, anything for Germany and Hungary's advance. The Axis must win. They must stay on top of the world. If not, what have we fought for? Look at that, the Katyusha hitting our friend here and absolutely forcing these SDKFCs, all these superior vehicles, to our Doldy's back. Although I'm not blaming our losses on the vehicles at all. I think there's actually a way to use those probably that I'd like to figure out. Just the massive amount of vehicles, you could probably overwhelm the enemy quite well with the Hungarians if you play them right. I should probably be going for a more noob-friendly army, like just Germans, you know, standard Panzer Grenadier, that sort of thing. Which I think is what I'm going to try for my next game. Let's unload here. Come on. Yeah, there's definitely infantry there that see us, as you can see. Really don't need these guys to take cover right now or get pinned. I'm hoping that they start firing immediately in that area. They are aiming the 36mm guns. Look at that. Nice artillery going over there. The question is, can we get these rounds off on that infantry? There we go. Rounds out. Nice. Just need to keep that up. Not sure I want to really risk sending those guys closer. Alright, these guys are probably going to get knocked out of the sky, but we're still going to send in the Focke-Wulfs to try and knock out some more enemy units, and we'll bring in the last of our mortars. They got a few hits there, but of course they are getting hit by AA fire. We can see though what the enemy has, and I think we have more units. I think if our ally would just push up, we could potentially take this area. They still have some IS-2s, some decent tanks, but I really feel like we could do something over here. Look at that Katyusha. Again, right now, all we can do is really fire our mortars. At least we can help with that. It looks like Player left the game. That's one of the guys on our side. But I will not surrender, my friends. I refuse to surrender. What is our ally got, man? It's looking pretty badass. Doing everything we can to assist them. I'll even try to move this infantry unit a bit closer. They don't have many rounds left, unfortunately. Alright, he definitely wants us to attack over here. Rounds out, boys. Even send in the Focke-Wulf in this direction. I think so far our mortars have defended the town pretty well, so we might as well keep them here and continue to apply pressure to the enemy. But that's all we've got in terms of points. We don't have anything else in terms of units. I mean, as if there was a refresher there especially on battles this long, to get some more units. And you better bet they spotted our arty and are just trying to take it out now. That is terrifying. Go, ally. So our ally is pushing some units forward here, and I hope he's successful. He's even got a used T-34, or a requisition T-34, excuse me. So we'll actually take this guy and unload him about there. Right now we will push with this infantry unit. We might as well. Our men have died bravely and been wounded bravely defending this area, of course. Look at this push, guys, by our ally. Could he potentially save the game for us? I don't know. We should be able to help quite a lot with the advance into this area. If there are any infantry here, we'll use the mortars to sort of assist our ally in pushing through, but looks like he got it. And now all we're going to do is try and support him. Yeah, let's move up with the mortars. Move them right over here. Really make sure that this area is officially ours. All of the buildings here, and I mean all of them, are destroyed. There's one over here, actually, but everything here on this western side of the town is gone. We'll still try to get in here, spot the tanks, and maybe give our friend a chance here to get some decent hits. Finally managed to wipe the enemy infantry out, and there we go. Look at that engine destroyed. Getting some decent hits here on the enemy armor, the T-34s. Not all of them are making it through. I wonder if we could turn this around. This is pretty cool. I think I'll stop my mortars here. I don't want to get too close to the enemy, and I'm sure that that plane is probably going to target our mortars, or at least they'll see them and be able to call out shot positions to the enemy. So I'm going to kind of try to spread them around a little bit. Might as well send them in and also go ahead and hit them with some mortars. Some Kazaki units. Kazakhs. They're very, very brave. And I think that their AA is going to be enough to keep us back, keep us at bay. We better be careful with those Kazakhs. They certainly know how to fight. They've got some anti-tank rifles as well. Not that we have any tanks left. We lost those quite a while back. Let's keep on moving forward with these units. Wow. Tremendous artillery strikes from the enemy. They're not going to let us out of here without a fight. Wow, they've definitely spotted us. Oh, they've definitely spotted us. We're officially pinned there. I'm amazed that that artillery guy is still able to get some shots off. It's pretty cool. And that is heavy artillery. It's like firing a trash can of explosives. It's actually called out an attack beacon right there. Our allies are doing great work here. All I can do is try to support it. A lot of AA by the enemy, but if we look at the map here, we're actually doing quite well here in the center. It's the right side that is really not doing well. Just burning up. He's trying to get all of his troops out here so they don't burn up. But obviously they are running in terror from the front. Too afraid to send out any of these planes because I think they'll get lost very quickly. We could try to take out the Dushka. I think I'd rather try to take it out with actual mortar rounds. Yeah, let's just hit the infantry for now. Our planes have got to go sometime, so I suppose we'll go ahead and bring them in and try and knock out some enemy infantry. Some Gazakis. Look at the smoke here, man. The smoke effects in this game, I really enjoy them. But currently, nothing we can do. We, of course, have to let our allies do something here. Try to get some mortars to fire on that position. There's a lot of enemy infantry advancing here. And there we go. I think our allies have the same idea. Knock them out, boys. Crazy Soviets, man. They are advancing with their trucks, etc. Really trying to get in here in the town, and I think they might just succeed.
Товарищ, не стреляй!
Luckily, this guy can still fire. 2 guys on that gun. Can still get that job done. Yeah, 980. I would love to spend all this. 1,000. Imagine if we could actually spend the 1,000. But it just is not in the cards for this Hungarian force. And again, we've gone through the 50 points. So we're not under-buying units or anything like that. We bought just about every one of the infantry units we could, tank units, etc. Look at that AA. Got the enemy in a crossfire there. Pretty nice. Let's just hope that the mortars are going to good use here. Still pinned, man. Yeah, we definitely want to try and hit them with the artillery. Though it looks like our days are numbered, unless our ally can pull off an amazing stunt here. And the town has been completely destroyed in this battle. There's no doubt about that. This town is gone. The only thing standing. No, even the Orthodox Church is pretty badly damaged. And no thanks to the Soviets. I think they're the ones to blame for this. Look at those Katyusha shots. Just knocking out buildings, putting craters over here all over the place, the size of houses. They're not afraid to attack us. So I'm just hoping that our allies have more units than the enemy do at this point. I'm sure they've run out of units or points as well. It looks like the enemy is really trying to push up there, up the central highway. We'll try to hit them. Yeah, that Katyusha fire is not going to make things easy. Ooh! Pile it down. But I think the Soviets have held their position pretty well. And over here, it looks like they've got a little enclave of troops still fighting. The Otomachiki, automatic machine guns. We definitely need to find those enemies. We're going to push this mortar up. Definitely want to hit any enemies pushing on this right side, because I saw quite a few of them. Quite a distance, but we should be able to get the hits. Alright guys, I'm going to run out of recording space here if I don't turn this off now. I think we've been doing a 50-minute video. For anybody that stopped by, thank you so much. You please feel free to offer any advice in the game. I still have a lot to learn, I know. But I wanted to have some fun here today, and I hope you guys had some fun too. Again, hit that like button, drop a comment down below. I will come back to show the results here. But I'm not sure what else can be done, unless, of course, our allies' attack is successful. Yeah, I think no. He's saying no. Alright, guys. Alright, guys. As you can see, we fought a really long battle, and I have to give respect to my allies here who obviously have some experience with the game. They did an amazing job. We got absolutely smashed here as the Hungarians. Still a lot to learn, man. On the kill side, a lot more kills than I usually get, that's for sure. But most of these kills over here, Hunter the Diabetic, HO3, etc., it seems to be infantry, anti-tank, things like that. We got a few tanks. We got some Su-85s. It's actually technically an assault gun, but overall we could have done a lot better. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I'm trying to get better, guys, so that eventually I can come to you with this game and actually provide a total victory that I completely have constructed on my own. But I need your advice, I need your feedback, and your support. So make sure to do that. Thank you so much, guys. Take care. I'll catch you on the next one.